But yeah, our friend here, Lena Murala of Gridania's paper The Raven, is still here in Kugane and has been taking notes for sure because she has had a lot to write about so far. And when we're done this evening, she'll certainly have a lot more to write about. And there's no question in my mind that what we're about to do will unquestionably be some of the most difficult tasks in the history of this game. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world! Matthew back with you here in Raw Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood Live. We're here in Kugane with our Stormblood Warrior of Light, Corinne Loren, as we prepare to take on the brand new 24-player challenge. And from what I've seen so far, if you were watching the vlog yesterday, if you had the opportunity to listen to my experiences of my practice with Mathia, this is going to be something to remember, I can assure you that. So, let's get this train wreck started, shall we? Let's go ahead and speak with Lena Murala to get our 24-player challenge and the lead up to it underway, with a challenge entitled Uninvited. Lena Murala appears to have been waiting your arrival for quite some time.
Corinne, where in the world have you been? Did you not receive Alma's summons? Principal Lexentale's research into the ore site may have finally borne fruit. We must hurry to the Prima Vista before they embark on some grand and perilous adventure without us.
I agree with that. So, yeah, let's have Minegumo take us to where we can get a ride over to the Prima Vista. Hello there, pilot. Take me on a journey. Okay. So yeah, there's the Lexentale family, and Sid is also joined up with us again. But it's time to reunite with this family, as dysfunctional as they are.
Corinne, Lady Murala, thank you for answering my summons. Master Garland was kind enough to send for an archon from Charlian, and I thought it only right that you be present to hear her findings.
Hey there, Sid. To be frank, summoning Mikoto was Ishtola's idea. I simply came along to see what light she could shed on this mystery. Yeah, here's our Archon, an aura of all things, but I guess there's a first time for everything, right?
I am Mikoto of House Jinba, a domin, though my years in Charlian have made me a stranger here. You must be Corinne Loren, fabled liberator of men, slayer of false gods, warrior of light. I thought you'd be taller.
Well, Alazin are pretty tall. Oh yeah, what do you have for us? With a big smile on your face.
Let us speak of the crystal.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Genovus is kind of like, please speak up. Or rather, Genovus actually has some information for us. The Otius, one of but many oversight shards that aided noble Delita's rise to regent. So that's what it's called?
My apologies. The Otius is no ordinary crystal, even discounting its obvious historical importance. The specimen is more than a simple manifestation of elementally aspected energies. It is rather an ethereal lodestone whose facilitation of both the absorption and transmission of distinct frequency and our type harmonic vibrations has been observed to promote ethereal amplification. The resultant neuroharmonic disturbance allows for a highly unique emittance of CPRS waves that, instead of radiating outward with a determinate factor of dispersal, instead resonate inward at frequencies so labored, my estimates place the rate of VRT decay at upwards of several centuries. Though I must admit I lack sufficient variance to complete a truly comprehensive graphical assessment.
While that explanation may elicit admiring nods from your professors at the Academy, it will only learn you blank looks here. Take a deep breath and try again, this time in a language those of us without the echo might comprehend. Oh, you have it too? Yeah, she's like, oh.
My apologies. I merely thought...
Yeah, she's not used to speaking, simpler. Apologies will see us to no nearer an answer. A simpler explanation will.
Simpler, right. Ether is not only the building block of all things material, but those immaterial as well. Thoughts, memories, feelings, one's very will, are all understood to be ethereal phenomena and can be measured as such. Unlike most crystals which can only emit elemental energies, Aurosite is tuned to not only absorb ether, but ether specific to the immaterial. That ether is then stored and multiplied within its crystalline confines until external stimuli precipitate release.
Better? Apparently not. Yeah. Maybe she's a little too high-strung for us.
Under appropriate conditions, a strong will or desire can become imprinted upon the autocyte and stored until fermentation, at which time the desire becomes manifest.
Fermentation? Yeah, still being lost here. What my studious young friend is trying to say is that the Otius takes one's deepest fantasies and makes them reality.
Yes, that is simpler. You may choose to think of it as a process akin to that of summoning a primal. There being marked one difference. Primal summoning requires a supplemental energy source, such as a hoard of elementally charged crystals. Aurosite, on the other hand, has the capacity to serve as its own source of power.
Yeah, in fact, apparently we can provide further information from personal experience. We know from the Durai papers that Argoth was never king of Ivalice. He was slain in battle during the War of the Lions.
Yet the Argoth encounter during the recent expedition carried himself as if he had been crowned regent. I believe this was merely the Aurosite in his possession realizing his desire to rule. I am informed that he uttered the same words over and over again for the duration of the confrontation which unfolded. If that is the case, it is possible that it was not actually Argoth who uttered them, but the Aurosite itself.
If the Durai papers are accurate, Argoth was a weak and petty noble who believed that his blood entitled him to power. The Aurosite took that belief and twisted it into the abomination we, Corinne, put to the sword. Or in this case, the lance. What's on your mind, Alma?
Then you're saying the crystal could prove a threat?
The Aurosite, Alma, and not necessarily. Ramses seemed to fare well enough. There is no record of the young regent being manipulated by the artifacts he gathered. In the hands of the just, the Aurosite should prove harmless, even beneficial. How so? To paraphrase, it is not the weapon that kills but the one who wields it. Now, where have I heard that before? Oh yes, it was Emperor Galvus's justification for taking the marvels of Magitech and applying them to the manufacture of arms. Where, after all, was the harm if it allowed to bring him order to the three great continents?
You draw an intriguing parallel, Master Garland. The properties of these crystals are so singular, I do begin to wonder if they, like Magitech, are products of science and not nature. That they were created by someone to... But who? What manner of person would even be capable of such a feat?
Yeah, are we gonna think this over? Oh, hold on. Sid's getting a Lexentale call. Now that is an interesting question, the answer to which I look forward to hearing. Regrettably, I have pressing matters to attend elsewhere. Fear not, however, Makoto's insight will prove far more beneficial than anything I might accidentally contribute. Good day to you all. Yeah, knowing him, he probably has to go check on Nero and see how his health is doing. And now back over here. Don't get too close there, Enzo. What are you doing?
What I don't understand is... If the Duma was imprinted with Argoth's deepest desires, then whose desires are rattling about inside the Otius?
Yeah, he just realized, put it down.
I had the self-same question, and thus conducted a thorough inspection of the crystal upon my arrival. The results were inconclusive. Traces of ethereal activity were present, but to all intents and purposes the vessel was empty. Empty? But what are the voices I heard?
Voices? I heard nothing of the sort. The only voices you heard, Alma, were in your stubborn head. Same old Ramza.
Ramza, why won't you?
Shall we speak of voices then? What of yours, Alma? Our resident voice of dissent. You have done naught but question the wisdom of our research the moment that we left Garlemald. Would you put your petty worries above our family's calling?
No, I would never.
You would never? Then why involve a gossip monger, a goody two-shoes, and this flying mole? Flying mole? You're not talking about me, are you? Actually, he's not. Please tell me you can see that. We have company. Yeah, a Moogle? What are you doing here? What's this all about? Yeah, why is there a Moogle among us? And how did you get all the way out here to Kugane?
Am I interrupting? Oh, please do go on. My acceptance into your fine troops ranks can wait until all have said their piece. Kupo!
Acceptance into your troop? Gods! Get this!
Mont Blanc! The name is Mont Blanc, denizen of Damascus deserts, seeker of thrills, adventurer extraordinaire. But you may call me Mont Blanc. Kupo! Dalmasca has long been known as a melting pot for myriad cultures. Whereas minor races such as the Sikh, the Banga, and the Vieira might live in relative harmony with Hua, Helazan, and others. Yet there is no prominent record of a prominent Moogle population.
Yeah, I'm confused by this too.
Most likely because we are neither prominent nor populous. My people are nomadic by nature, ever drawn to the elusive frontier and the freedom she promises. Kupo! A Moogle? Of course I'm a Moogle. Kupo! You'd think the adorable wings and the fluffy palm would have given it away. Now, about my admission to the Majestic.
I will allow no such thing. The Majestic is the Empire's premier theatre company. We will not sully its good name by granting refuge to a fluttering ball of fur. And furthermore, how in the world did this abomination board the Promavista in the first place? Calling him an abomination? Ouch. Yeah, you hurt his feelings. By means of his wings, were I to guess. As for admission to our company, I do not seem to recall race, creed, or allegiance on my list of prerequisites, do you? No, Father. Very well then. Mont Blanc, what is it exactly that calls you to the stage? Our stage. Yeah, Sunny's all happy again.
What else? The Zodiac Brave Story, Kupo! Never before have I witnessed something so amazing, so moving. Sitting, well, technically hovering there in the audience as the story unfolded around me, I knew I was witnessing something special, something positively transcendental, Kupo! It was then that I realized I either had to be a part of it or go to my grave a bitter and broken Moogle.
Well, he certainly put a smile on Alma's face.
Was this realization before or after you swore you had simply had to become the realm's greatest marauder, Kupo?
Yeah, apparently there's not just one Moogle, there's two. To Ramses' chagrin.
Hurdy, how did you... Perhaps you'd have more success at running away if you didn't reveal your grand designs to every other fool you happen to meet, Kupo! Was it not but 2 nights ago you took up the axe, Kupo? Now here you are professing your passion for the stage before carving even a single notch in your haft. Do you not remember, to he who churns the butter goes the sweetest bread? But how is one to savor said buttered bread and if his head is in the belly of a fearsome beast? You accuse me of giving up when I merely came to the realization that continuing would end in failure. Only through a change of course could I reach my final destination, Kupo! And what destination is that? Mummer? Are you sure it's not Geomancer? Arithmetician? Templar? Do not bother answering, Kupo. We all know you'll be singing a different tune come cockcrow.
Ouch.
That is where you're mistaken, Hurdy. I was destined to be a thespian. I can feel it in my fur. The role of Delita was made for me. Made for me, Kupo!
Kupo, enough! The actors in our company trained at the Empire's finest institutes. They represent the pinnacle of profession not only in Garlemald, but across the entire world. A vagrant batmore like you could never hope to share a stage with such artists, let alone play the part of a hero like Delita. You yourself admitted you were too craven to face a solitary beast. How do you imagine you would fare against a pack of theatre critics? Any troop would need proof of valor before it could even consider...
Craven? Call me a cheat and call me cur, but do not, sir, call me Craven. I accept your challenge. Slay but one foul beast by mine own hand, and the Majestic Theatre Company will accept me into its ranks. Kupo!
Wait, I issued no such...
You are all here witnesses, Kupo. When I return with the head of a terrible beast in my gore-stained hands, you will be honor-bound to welcome me, Mont Blanc the Mummer, into the fabled ranks of the Majestic. Good day!
And so away he goes.
Wonderful. What do we do now?
What do? We do nothing. If that bull wishes to throw himself on the hordes of a stampeding zoo, I will not stand in his way.
I believe the proper term of derogation is molbat, and I should warn you, Mughals do not take kindly to those who use it. Why must you always put yourself above others, brother? Do you learn nothing from Argath's wretched example? Mont Blanc would have never set off on this fool's errand had you not made this challenge. If anything befalls my brother, his blood will be on your hands. Corinne, you are the only one among us capable of locating Mont Blanc and preventing disaster. On behalf of my brother, I beg your assistance.
Yeah, we're kind of at a loss here. Yeah, we have to speak with Hurdy in order to move on, and he's right in my face. Or right in Corinne's face, rather.
My brother can be rather simple-minded when it comes to such matters. Thinking to impress the Warrior of Light and her companions, Mont Blanc will most likely choose the scene of your recent exploits to prove his worth. Meaning Rabanastre, if I'm not mistaken. Pardon my language, but that Ramza really is an incurable little prick, is he not? How dare he speak to his sister and the Mughal in that manner? I couldn't decide which was worse, the things he said or the way the principal sat back and let him say them. But I do suppose it is none of our concern. For now, let us concentrate on the task at hand, finding that Mughal before he does something we'll all regret. What say we start nearby? Pier 2, perhaps?
Yeah, I mean, it can't have gone far, right? So back to Kugane. And in the meantime, hey there, Elizabeth. Glad to have you with us. Welcome. Okay, Yamagumo, please allow me out. As evening has now fallen on the land. I mean, that certainly was quite a long conversation, was it not? Yeah, that was rather long indeed. So to get to Pier 2, we're going to want to make a run over to Shiokaze Hostelry. And here's where Hurdy and Lena are standing now. This is rather unique that you can choose to speak with one of the two. But as far as I know, both of them will lead you to the same path. So we'll go ahead and speak with Hurdy because of course he is a Mughal like Mont Blanc is.
The Falcon Porter tells us that he sent a traveling blacksmith away to Yonsha Notabel Pass. And why would that be of interest to us, you ask? Because said peddler of iron and steel was seen to be carrying a bag stuffed to the brim with, and I quote, albino mole fur and purple bat wings.
So now we have a trail.
Yeah, Mont Blanc! Not that we look like that, Kupo. The quickest route into Damaska is via the One River and its western tributaries. If Mont Blanc is bound for Rabanastre, he will seek passage from the Glittering Basin.
So now we have to go look for the guy. So we have to make a run to Namai. And when we get there, we are going to be experiencing what has become the frustration that has everyone in a knot. For this reason, we actually have to engage in combat. And not only that, but we're going to change our home point to Namai. Yeah, you're already wondering, why are we doing something so drastic? Well, you will see soon enough, because I'm also pulling out my Chocobo. Good thing it's ranked 10. This is important, because of what we're about to be doing. It's a good thing I have a rank 10 Chocobo, because what we're about to do has been pulling people's hair out for the last 2 weeks. To a far greater extent than anything that Tsukiyomi could do to us. So yeah, flying over to the intended destination. Yeah, that's right, Elizabeth. That is what she goes by. So yeah, we're gonna go by the Namazu's home. We're gonna fly over it. We should see our quarry right here. Yeah, there's Mont Blanc. Now, yeah, Lena and Herdy are also here. I want to check my companion skills. So, yeah, he has 3 as defender. He has level 6 healing and level 7 attack. Will it be enough? Because, yeah, you'll see that Mont Blanc here is being attacked by chocobos of a different color. And let me tell you, these things are going to drive us crazy. Something I'm going to need to do here before we begin. I want to hotbar my Geisel greens and put them on over my sprints. So that way I have them on standby if needed. And believe me, I will be needing them. Is everybody ready? Here we go. The 2 chocobos now come and attack me. And we have to try and kill them as quickly as we can. The biggest challenge here, though, will be trying to avoid the little tricks that they'll have for us along the way. Namely, the Choco Meteor, which does an insane amount of damage. We're gonna try to avoid this as much as we possibly can. Which means a lot of dodging, a lot of weaving, and a lot of hoping and praying. And already my Choco is dead. I did say this was hard. Which is why... Yeah, I just took a hit, and I'm about to get hit again. No! And that's why this is so hard. That's why this is so hard. Yeah, I was trying to take advantage of the fact that one chocobo was dead in order to resummon my own, and yet it failed miserably. How many attempts will it take for us to do away with 2 red chocobos? I did say that this has been driving people crazy for 2 weeks. Because you can be geared like crazy, but as you saw, it won't do anything if you cannot save yourself from the most painful, non-fate based, non-dungeon based enemies ever to be put in the game. And to add insult to injury, the heavens have opened up and we're now in a driving storm. This is basically the game's way of taunting your ass. Alright, attempt number 2. Go. Hit the shots, hit the shots. Now, I want to move over here for a moment. Try and keep my little pet out of danger if possible. But he's still taking damage. And so did I. And my chocobo's dead. So now I have to try and avoid getting nailed again. and that's why no one likes this place. Like, you guys saw that too. I was outside. You guys saw too. I was outside the circle. I'm crying foul on that shit. I am crying foul on that shit. Yeah, we are getting pissed on here. Yeah, that was a nice little kick between the balls to call foul on. Yeah, I clearly was not within the AoE. That's highway robbery right there. Alright, attempt number 3. I'm gonna stand by for their cheapness. I think I took a hit there. Not quite. Oh, but I think I did there. Holy cow, how am I avoiding this? Oh! I almost threw myself into that one. Correction, I did. Oh, watch out, watch out! Trying to avoid disaster as much as possible. Alright, got myself a little bit of time. Come on, we're right there. Oh crap, my chocobo died, but if I can just hold out for 2% more. Got it! There, we got it. My friend, your sacrifice was not in vain. We won.
Mont Blanc, what were you thinking? Have you any idea what you put your brother through? He's been worried sick. Both Ernie and Ramsar were right all along. I'm a failure, a flop, a flailing, flopping, foppish failure, Kupo. How could I play the part of a hero if I cannot even ruffle the feathers of a single measly bird? The audience would see right through me like the spineless jellyfish I am.
Hey, I had problems with those birds too.
Now wait, Mont Blanc, not everyone can be a hero. Not even most heroes. Yes, the bard singer, the man who deals the final blow, but what of his cadre of loyal companions? Do you think Delita united Ivalice on his own? Do you think Corinne here was alone when she liberated Alamigo?
Yeah, exactly. You're never alone on the battlefield, or not all wars are one of the front lines. Well, it's true that you're never alone on the battlefield, so we'll go with that.
Never alone? So you're saying there'll always be there for me? For Mont Blanc? I think she was speaking metaphorically. Let us not dwell on the details. The day is saved and Mont Blanc has escaped sans scratch or singe to show for it. We should return to the Prima Vista before our luck runs out.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So yeah, now that we made our way out there, shall we make our way back to Kugane?